Boom, boom.
What is that?
Boom, 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 boom.
Is that the theme song?
That's the intro.
Boom, boom. We're going to be like,
Hits from the Streets.
The Carmichael Show when he had the whole cast sing the theme song.
Oh my God.
Carmichael Show was a slap.
It was.
It was, man. The real show had potential, but
it was too Tyler Perry-ish. Nah, it was his own shit.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to like it, but it didn't do what it had to do.
I've been to the movies. Barbie, Oppenheimer, anything?
What I seen last?
I saw Transformers. That's the last shit I saw.
The last movie
like
I saw was Spider-Man.
I saw Oppenheimer last night.
How that shit was? I heard that shit banned in Japan.
Ooh.
Yeah, because it's
About Hiroshima, right?
Yeah,
the bomb.
the dude that made the bomb to bomb Hiroshima.
Oh wow.
He didn't necessarily make it, or
he had the idea behind something.
He was from, I guess, Germany or some shit, and America wasn't really into quantum physics for the bombs and shit like that, so they brought the nigga over here to make the shit. And then he made it. He's like, all right, here y'all go, man. Appreciate it. We're gonna hook y'all up. No, we're gonna hook you up, bro, to make this shit. Like, we're gonna give you a nice little crib. You know what I'm saying? We'll give you the works. Just, make the bomb, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, here you go, man. And then shortly after, gets on the news. America
has a problem.
Bombed Hiroshima. And everybody's like, yeah. He's like, nigga.
I know y'all was gonna use it for that.
I'm not from here, nigga.
That's crazy.
Oh.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Japan is pissed.
I would be too.
They're like, man, they banned that shit all in the movie theaters.
Yeah.
You know that movie, they cloned Tyrone is out, right?
I started to watch that last night, fell asleep, but I'm gonna rewatch that shit.
I'm definitely
that shit on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's on
Netflix.
Yeah.
That Jamie Foxx shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been seeing good reviews, so.
Yeah. So I'm gonna watch that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Oppenheimer shit, it's like, bro, they make so many fucking slave movies. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
They make so many slave movies, bro.
Oh
we can't ban that shit.
Oh, we definitely not gonna ban it.
No.
You can't ban
But
that
I can
shit.
understand Japan
Yeah.
banning it. You know, watch a movie about how you fucking made one of the cities in our country radioactive as fuck to the point where we can't even like really live there anymore.
And then he didn't know that that's what he was doing?
No, he knew of the impact of that bomb.
Yeah, but he didn't know where it was going.
He was just selling the tech off. But
he was like, he didn't know that they were finna bomb Hiroshima. He was like, yo, bro, like,
good old America.
I feel like I got blood on my hands,
Yeah.
bro. And niggas like, nigga, stop bitching, nigga.
Damn.
I thought you was German, nigga.
We did this shit, nigga. That's how the fuck we fucking roll.
Oh God.
That shit was. I fell asleep in the beginning of it. It was like a slow burn. I'll tell you right now.
Oh yeah, I know there's a lot of
like
talking on that shit.
Like 3.5 hours. I was like, yo,
3.5
Marvel,
hours.
Marvel better get that shit out of me.
That shit Titanic level.
3.5 hours.
That shit was long. We was in that theater from 7:30 and I leave to about 10:45.
This sound like a wait for HBO type movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Watch that shit in parts like a documentary.
I have been rewatching. I started to rewatch Insecure on Netflix.
Ooh.
It's actually pretty good second time around, bro.
I love that show.
I think I start paying attention more to the music and just some of the like one-off characters that are like celebrities and shit. Like that, she had a lot of
She had Vince Staples.
like classic black TV actors.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the little skits.
Yeah.
Not Michael B. Jordan. Damn, I can't.
She had Regina Hall
Yeah.
in it.
Michael J. White is in there.
Oh yeah.
He one of the slaves. Because he said my favorite line today. He's like, I hate slavery. And the chick takes me out every time.
I hate slavery.
Yeah. So that shit's pretty cool.
It is. The music's really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
Whatever happened with her record label shit?
It's with Def Jam. She got a partner deal with Def Jam.
Okay. Issa moving, bro.
Yeah.
She in Spider-Man.
She in Barbie.
She in Barbie?
Yeah.
She a black Barbie. Think Nicki Minaj mad?
Nah, Nicki Minaj ain't gonna be no fucking Barbie. I mean, I think she went to the premiere though.
Yeah, I seen her go to the premiere.
Yeah.
Oh well, she got the song Ice Spice for the title track.
Yeah. So That's been going well.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
Y'all going to see Barb?
I don't know if I'm gonna go see it. I know I'm gonna watch it whenever it becomes available to me, but I don't know if I'm gonna go.
I need to be like, I need the girls to be like, hey, we gonna go see Barbie. That's like the only way.
I would go if I go. I have to feel like I'm going to see Issa, like I'm supporting.
Yeah,
Issa.
that's how it would be for me. It's like, oh, I'm Issa.
Yeah.
She got a big part?
She's been part of the promotion for it.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. That's the only reason I knew she was in it. She
And then
just wearing all this pink shit, and I was like, she in Barbie?
And then like my job is fucking going fucking crazy
They
promoting that
got
fucking shit.
Flo wearing pink lipstick.
Bro, my supervisors be having like you know how the packaging on a Barbie doll and it has like the pink little circle around it and shit, so they use that as a background on the Zoom meetings and shit. I'm like,
no.
come on, dog.
Oh my God.
Even when I seen the commercial, I was just like,
You should just pull up with like a no limit tank in the back. Like, oh, what movie is that, Derrick?
No limit.
yeah, man. But what we want to start today? How we want to start this?
Y'all seen actually, never mind. Go ahead.
You say y'all see
It's episode 121. Thanks for tuning in to the Beatsnchill podcast. Please like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, and everywhere else where you get your podcasts. Y'all want to talk about the Kodak 6ix9ine?
Yeah. Let's
Now, I'm
pop
gonna be
it
honest,
off.
I didn't listen to the song.
Me neither.
The song out?
I was looking for it actually.
Is it out? I think it's out.
I thought that was just a clip.
I think the Kodak 6ix9ine song is out. Is it out? Kodak 6ix9ine song?
It's on TikTok.
I just heard the clip.
So it's
of,
just a
It
clip.
was like a real clip, or it was like mashing songs together.
I have no idea. But I just heard the clip where they didn't put the official. They took the line out
Yeah.
about Kodak dissing, I guess 6ix9ine.
Yeah, I'm getting I got a rat give me his cheese or some shit like that.
Yeah. And my thing is, it's like, oh, that's what I was gonna say. One of the things that I like is the perspective of the fan or the consumer and listening to the music, but also having the commentary. There's this thing where it's like, we ain't street niggas, right? I'm a civilian,
Yeah.
right? So niggas be like, I'm a civilian, so this gunner I'm finna rock with this gunner. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck that nigga snitch. I'm a civilian.
Yeah.
And I think that's the funniest shit, because it's like, yeah, bitch, I'm a civilian. I don't go by y'all street rules. The fuck? You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
So, hey, like,
If it's good, it's good.
right. Civilian rap music. Civilian rap music is like J. Cole.
Civilian rap music.
Yeah, civilian rap music is J. Cole, Wale.
That's gonna be a new Grammy category. And for the best civilian rappers,
Yeah.
we have
It's like the
Jermaine
People's Choice
Cole.
Award.
Yeah. I wonder how that conversation went with 6ix9ine and Kodak. Like, how does 6ix9ine muster up the courage to reach out to Kodak? Because Kodak cool with, like, Derrick and them. Right? Or is he cool? I thought he was cool with Derrick and them, and that's why him and NBA Youngboy ain't really, like... Because he been wanting to do a song with Youngboy for a minute.
I don't know
Civilian.
what the
Yes.
exactly.
Because from
Exactly
a
what I
civilian
am.
standpoint, I know shit.
Exactly. So many niggas be beefing weirdly. I
Yeah.
don't even know what the hell going on anymore.
It'd be crazy to see, like, rap niggas beef, and they all got, like, agents and lawyers and shit like that. Like, they have a whole fucking team of people with their label. It's kind of funny.
A nigga wake up to like the new text, like, oh, we ain't fucking with this nigga no more. Like, goddamn. Shit. Can't post this song in my story no more. Goddamn. Like, shit. Like, you just gotta, that's your team. You gotta go along with whoever is like the boss. You know what I'm saying?
Drop
That shit
it in
got
the
to be
group
stressful.
chat.
I gotta give it to 6ix9ine though. I gotta give it to 6ix9ine for finding a way to just be relevant in some form of fashion.
Yeah.
He said he was gay.
What?
That was like a thing. He came out and said he was gay like a couple weeks ago. About
Really?
Yeah.
He said it?
Yeah.
I'm laughing at the way Tyree introduced that, not the fact he's gay.
Yeah, it was just like, he said he's gay.
That's what's up, man. Makes sense. I mean, the signs are all there.
The signs were all there
Rainbow
from the
hair?
beginning.
He should have said that shit in June. And gave his music a little push, wouldn't it?
Now that's being mean.
What do you mean?
This is perfect marketing. marketing.
Yeah, it's marketing. We're gonna talk about that later, right? Marketing and
It's
music.
marketing.
Let's go. Well, I'll table that until the next discussion.
But I mean, it's beef has been less like I said, beef and the street codes and all that shit. I think that is doing more damage to like rap music on a mass level than anything.
Yeah, because you can't really hide shit no more. Like back in the day, like it wasn't cameras everywhere, so whatever niggas was doing. That's why like Drink Champs is such a successful podcast, because they be talking about shit that nobody knows about. There's still stories that niggas are saying that there's no cameras around, so nobody could really document it.
But it's also why you have a Charleston White that can be as popular as he is, because it's him and the academics, as much as when you think about it, the people who was enforcing the hate campaigns towards these guys was dudes that were benefiting from the street culture and rap.
Hate campaign towards what guys?
Like academics and Charleston White. Now granted, yes, some of the stuff that we seen when Vic Mensa was, pressing him at the fucking everyday struggle shit. And it's I get why you felt the need to press him, because you're yo, these are some of my friends that you making a mockery of, or you talking about, or benefiting off of our culture and exposing and stuff like that. But it's
oh, that whole Chirac shit.
Yeah,
you know
that was
what I'm saying?
a whole thing for a while.
Right, but it's it's kind of when people would be but when the white dude do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you got the DJ Vlads who literally kind of basically the same shit.
Yeah.
And leaves it open for anybody, right? And I think it's I have no problem with. I think black folk should be able to be in all capacities in entertainment and in America. We should be able to. We should be able to do let's say in hip hop or in music, we should be able to do all the fun shit, all the dance shit, the Fly on the Boss girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We should be able to do the street shit. We should be able to do the regular civilian shit. We should be able to do, be in a space where we could do and venture out and experiment and blend genres between pop or disco, house, hip hop, rap, whatever. You know what I mean? We should be able to report on the shit. We should have the Tucker Carlsons or all these other type motherfuckers that's black in the hip hop community, but we should also have the voices that we do or that we can't campaign for. I think we should have all of that shit. I don't think that we should just be fuck academics and Charleston White, because at the very core of it, they're saying they're speaking to the facts of the situation.
Yeah.
They're speaking to the facts of the situation, and what pisses them off is that people they're exposing certain things, right? Academics gets a lot of flack for not just the Chirac shit, but focusing on the numbers. Saying, hey, sorry, Migos, you only sold 15,000 on this album. You know what I mean? The impact, I get all these things that you guys are trying to make it be, but the numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
Right? So that became a negative thing, but it's he's reporting certain shit. Just they talking about, I don't know if y'all been seeing Lil Baby.
Oh, Lil Baby.
Lil Baby
and,
tour dates.
Derrick.
Not selling out.
They've been canceling shows.
People
so not
saying
enough tickets sold.
People saying that the music ain't sounding as good. This, that, and the third.
I agree.
But
Lil Baby's music has been sounding the same for a while.
It was getting to the point people was trying to say it was alluding this nigga need Gunna or something is it Gunna write all this music?
Yeah.
But then there was a clip where a little bit was man, I had to pay Gunna write my music, just write songs for me, bro. When I first started rapping and shit. So it's just
Hey, what it is, bitch.
I mean, the tweet I saw said it's funny how Lil Baby is canceling dates, but Nas and Wu-Tang is out here selling shit out.
I think that is how I'm gonna put this. I know you're a teacher. You work with kids.
Yeah.
I used to do hosts. You ever work with kids? It's imagine getting into an argument with like a young 11, 12-year-old about something that you know more than them, but then you get caught up in that argument to now your comebacks are focused on what he said, knowing that you know more than him. It's like, why are you wasting your time? You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like what has happened is like Nas has been in the game for over 20 years. Okay? He is you cannot erase what he's done. Is it going to make the most hottest and trendiest shit now? No. He's not supposed to. That's just not how it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's legacy music.
Right. So legacy acts are going to have an audience, and they're going to have people who are probably around the same fucking age as them, and maybe younger, that's going to come out and whatnot. Lil Baby first album came out top of 2020 or late 2019. Like
That's his first album?
yeah. What was it called? My Turn or something?
I don't know the name, but I know Yes Indeed, the song with Drake, came out 2018.
But that wasn't.
No, I'm saying that was before his fucking
that's
album.
20,
So.
yeah.
You
So
feel what
that
I'm saying?
means, yeah.
You feel what I'm
My
saying?
turn will be 2020.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of these motherfuckers are in an era where like, hey, they struck gold when they first hit. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to go through these phases of like misses. Jay-Z went through it. We were very young at the time.
Yeah.
But
My Lifetime Volume 1.
yeah,
Not it.
people was not fucking with that babyface shit.
Yeah, that Sunshine.
Take me with
I thought that shit was a slap.
I mean, yeah,
I thought
right.
that shit
But
was
that
a
was like a
slap.
thing that
That was
motherfuckers,
legit. You know what I'm saying?
motherfuckers was not like, yo, what the fuck? Like, how you go from the evils to this shit? Same thing with Nas when he did the shit with Genuine.
You owe me.
You owe me. Us, we like, yo, this
Thought that
shit is
shit was
amazing.
a slap.
But at the time, they're like, yo, what the fuck is he doing? You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Damn.
Cranking up
motherfuckers
to that shit.
have to go through certain misses and things. That's just a natural part of your career. LeBron James has seasons where he doesn't do well. You know what I'm saying? He may not make it. He may not either make it. He has seasons where he did make it to the playoffs. Or he has seasons where he didn't make it to the finals. It's just it is what it is.
Yeah.
But he's LeBron James. He's been in the league for 20 years. You can't take that away
Niggas
from
just
him.
be waiting to talk shit, man.
Yeah.
And
It's like-
that's all it is. Cause I done seen plenty of tweets where Lil Baby will release like a snippet of a song or whatever, and then a tweet be like, "I think it's about time we had that conversation." It's like, come on, man.
I just think 30 plus hip hop fans should not get caught up by 16, 17-year-old hip hop fans and let them like
Let
get you
them
riled
enjoy
up.
their shit, man.
Don't let them get you
Yeah.
riled up with their opinions. Like if they think this nigga is the rawest nigga right now, that's to them. You know what I'm saying? I damn sure thought Wayne was that nigga when I was in high school.
Hell yeah.
You
You
know what I'm
couldn't tell me
saying?
nothing
And I'm
different.
pretty sure somebody was like, bro, like, this nigga, all you talk about is eating fucking coochie. You need to listen to fucking Most Def.
At a time-
Especially around the time where like I'm Not a Human Being, the albums weren't hitting like
Yeah.
that. It was like, but this shit ain't that good. People are starting thinking about Lil Baby now, but it's
Right.
like you listen to like the mixtapes and shit. You like, bitch,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about them albums, bitch.
Yeah.
Not a Human Being 1 and 2. Ugh.
That's when he was transitioning to that rock phase.
Oh man,
Prom Queen.
Not it.
One of them got Rich as Fuck on there, which is I think is an amazing song.
Yeah,
But
Rich as Fuck is
That's
a
a
slap,
very
but
good
the
song.
rest of the shit,
That
that
skateboard
Free
Wayne.
Weezy album,
Skateboard Wayne.
I tried to slow it down, and make it slap.
Tried to make it.
it just sound bad, it's just slower.
It was bad, man. It was bad.
Well, no, I want this brings up the Book of Hove. Book of Hove, they had, I can't remember what museum was it. Brooklyn Museum?
Yeah, it's Brooklyn.
It's a Brooklyn museum. They had like
library?
Brooklyn Library. That's what it was.
Yeah, Brooklyn Library.
They did an exhibit.
That shit
It was like a
was
pop-up
cool.
surprise exhibit for Jay-Z. Kind of like I don't know how to say the fucking word.
Chrono.
How you say it?
What are you trying to say? Like
It's like chronological, but it's not that. It's like a phrase of that. But they're basically doing a timeline of his career, and they just have like a bunch of some of his, like the New York Yankee fitted cap. They had what other shit they had?
They had like the covers of his albums, about like artistically placed.
Yeah, they even redid. They even added the. They rebuilt like
The Blueprint 3?
No, the version of like the Baseline Studios
Oh
in the
yeah, that
library.
he was in. Yeah,
Yeah.
They
That's
redid like
cool.
Blueprint 3 because it was like a bunch of instruments.
Mm-hmm.
So they redid it with actual instruments painted in white with the red over
Yeah.
it. So that shit was cool. They had like some of his
Yeah.
bars like highlighted and analyzed and shit like that.
Yeah.
This little like little sculpture of him throwing up the
Right.
diamond and shit like that.
That to me that is like the best thing I've seen in hip hop for like
As far as
Showing props to
Yeah.
somebody.
to our older acts. Like I haven't seen that be done for like anyone.
nope.
You know what I'm saying? But if you think about it, if you take whoever that same team is and you give them 5 more artists, you can do some great shit.
Yeah.
You do some great shit
It's
with that
better than
shit.
getting a Hollywood star.
Because now it's like, it's almost like you gotta do a biopic or some shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, you think Jay-Z will ever do a biopic?
I was just thinking that, and I don't know, man. I doubt it.
I would watch
Too many people
Jay-Z
called him ugly,
movie.
bitch.
Damn.
And he like, hell no. Y'all know how to get this. Y'all about to get some big light skinned, big lip nigga to play me, bitch, and
Oh
play
my
with. No, we're not doing that, bro.
But I think what's gonna be even
Oh, Ice
tougher.
JJ Fish with prosthetic lips.
What will be tougher is the fact that you gotta also find a Beyonce.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's too much criticism when it comes
Well,
to
nah,
that.
you can do a Jay-Z without Beyonce. You can.
Nah,
you
you
can.
can't.
You can.
You'd
Hell
have to
no.
stop
You
it.
can. That's like saying you can't do a Beyonce biopic without Jay-Z.
But
Yeah.
you can't because
You can. You can.
because
You
it's like
can.
a Whitney. It's like a Whitney and Bobby Brown. Like you have
When
to
they
have
do
them in the
Crazy
story.
in
You
Love,
can just have them be married and Beyonce, but Jay-Z on his own has an
still
interesting enough
jiggle,
story
yeah.
that he could just be my wife Beyonce.
Or you could just do it till
The
that
biggest,
point.
one of the
Yeah,
biggest
that's what
things
I'm
about his
thinking.
story is Beyonce.
Nah.
Hell yeah.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah.
It's like nuts on the
Because
Sunday.
it's because how
You
big
could do
Jay-Z
with or
is. If
without.
Jay-Z
You
was like
could.
smaller than him marrying Beyonce, it would be like, oh shit. But the fact that it's Jay-Z Beyonce, you know what I mean? It's just like
I think they
like
if you
Jigga
did
was
that,
Jigga, and then he got with Beyonce, and it was like, oh shit.
they would probably highlight Crazy
A-
in
a-
Love
a-
and then them married. And
it would be
that's
part of it, but it wouldn't be
It wouldn't
much
be
emphasis
the
on
whole
finding somebody to play Beyonce.
Yeah,
Every rapper's biopic has like their wife.
the love interest.
The love
But they
interest.
don't.
No,
that's
it would
not a big
be
part all
equivalent
the
to how
time.
Anthony Mackie played Tupac in that fucking Biggie movie. Like, it's not about fucking
Pop,
Tupac.
yeah.
So we can get anybody to play fucking, you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
but you don't
But I'm saying, but the
want
Tupac movie, the nigga really looked like Tupac.
What's up, nigga? I'm Tupac. I'm just saying with Jay-Z, you got there's so many different characters you have to get. You got to get Biggie. You got to
Yeah.
put Biggie in a biopic for
Yeah,
Jay-Z.
definitely. That
Right?
makes sense.
You
because
got to
they-
have a Dame Dash because you got to talk about the
Dame
Rockefeller
Dash,
split.
That
yeah.
makes sense.
You got to have a Kanye.
Makes
Uh-huh.
sense.
That's gonna be interesting.
I feel like you got to have like maybe a J. Cole or Rihanna, maybe.
Nah, that's too
Nah.
much.
No,
That's
you don't think so?
It's too
far.
much.
That's
You
far
going
in
too
the
deep
future.
for the.
Yeah.
So what is
You
a
want
Jay-Z
the
biopic in?
story about him, how he got to be Jay-Z.
Yeah.
J.
It's
Cole
like
did
how-
not make him be Jay-Z.
Yeah. I think
Rihanna
so.
did not make him
Hell
be
no.
Jay-Z.
Because the Jay-Z that is
Beyonce
today.
did not make him be Jay-Z.
It's
How
like
did he
watching-
become Jay-Z?
Like
That's
Rihanna
what
will be
you-
in it before J. Cole will be because they got hit songs together. Jay-Z and J. Cole ain't got no fucking hit songs together.
That nigga,
They
Jermaine was
don't.
trying
Don't look
to.
at
J.
that.
Cole's the first artist signed to Rock Nation.
Yeah,
But
but
that's
it'll,
like
it'll be
not-
it'll be on some shit like on the new what was it the
New
new
Edition
edition shit when they seen the fucking Boys to Men outside
That's what
of the
I'm saying,
tour bus
but that's
type
what I'm
shit.
saying. You got
but
to,
I'm
like-
saying you don't have to put emphasis on what they look like. Just get some light skinned dude and just call it a day
They
and
could
just
be a
go on.
blur. This is a fucking blur.
Just show the
Yeah.
back of a nigga head with dreads, like how they did Michael Jordan in the Air movie. Show the back of the nigga and take his voice.
If
AI.
Jay Z did a biopic, he would need to be on some.
Where would it
Get
end?
rich or die.
Where would it end?
trying.
What would the movie end?
Probably like fourth. It will probably stop. I feel like the album will stop at like Black Album, and then it'll just be like a montage of shit that
And then
happened.
talk about what happened after.
Montage of shit that happened. They'll be like
Kingdom
444
Come and shit
Be
like
like
that.
444.
Yeah.
Like you like the Moonwalker shit with Michael Jackson, where they show like all the like Michael Jackson highlights from like Jackson 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a
And
big.
then have shit written on the screen, what he ended up doing. Pictures of the Book of Hope.
Because you don't
Museum.
want to put in a movie shit that happened to. I can Google this shit. This shit happened 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So anything that happened 15 years ago probably wouldn't be in there. Well, 444 was, but that shit is just like.
How old is 444? It's just like,
That kid came out 2017, about 6 years old.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit came out when I started playing 2K again.
Yeah. Yeah, shit. But damn, that's interesting. I feel like a Jay-Z biopic would probably focus more on like if it's like shot well, if you get like the best, like a Ryan Coogler or some shit like that,
Yeah.
it'd be like on some like
They're gonna have to focus
the
on
relationship between him and his mom.
Yeah.
Why I feel like it wouldn't be why he don't want to do it. This is just my opinion. I don't feel like he want to focus on the drug dealing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that was a
that's like the
heavy
You
part.
can't do it now.
Thing he
You're a drug
can't.
dealer, bro.
Yeah, you was selling
No matter how you
drugs,
fucking
nigga.
cut it.
And like,
But you
there's-
can do it because 50 Cent did it.
Yeah, but niggas don't.
But 50 Cent's 50 Cent. He's
he
a bad.
don't.
He's a
I
villain.
don't feel like he wants to portray that.
50 Cent is in the
He
new
got-
fucking Expendables, bro.
No, but 50 Cent, he wants to play the villain role.
Yeah, like, he
Bitch,
like that
I got shot 9 times. Like I want
He's
y'all to
down
know
to
that.
be
Don't
a
fuck-
villain.
Like
That
Jay
one,
Z
Jay-Z
is
don't wanna
not
be there.
really out here like, yo, I was out here. Everybody else says Jay Z sell drugs.
No,
Jay Z no longer says
Jay-Z be saying that though.
But
he was,
this
but
nigga
I'm talking
got,
about what he
like,
portrays
kids
now.
He not really.
Like what
trying
he
to talk
portrays
about
now,
that.
he ain't about that. Like, you know, I was about that life, you know, but I had to turn it around. I ain't never really heard Jay Z say that shit. Even when that nigga was on the Breakfast Club, he wasn't talking that shit.
I feel like that's just that's like
Like I said, that's my opinion.
that's
of why
like
he-
the big that's like a very big foundation
It
of just
is.
like
It is.
the whole Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm still spending money from
The big
88
chain,
is a part of like
High
that's a
top fade.
innuendo
Yeah.
of I sell drugs.
Yeah.
It is, and
You know
I
what
don't
I
know if he wants to necessarily portray that. But like I said, that's my opinion.
They would have to wait.
It's hard to say that because he'll still do songs like Pusha T.
That's cool. Pusha T gonna make the drug bars, not him. Pusha T will not hesitate to talk about that Johnson and Johnson.
I feel like if Jay-Z did a biopic though, it has to be like the best like rapper biopic.
Absolutely.
It can't like
I
what's the
mean,
best one right now?
The best rapper biopic can't. I mean, best rapper cannot have a trash biopic.
The
The
best,
best
rapper vibe might be
biopic?
NWA in my opinion. You got
And I think that's
Notorious
because
pretty
they
good, too.
still alive.
Which one?
I said NWA. I like
The-
that a
No,
lot.
Yeah.
what'd you say after that?
Oh, Notorious is cool. Tupac shit was.
What about Eminem's? 8
8
Mile.
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 8 Mile's
Fucking that
pretty
shit ain't
good.
Man,
Man, no biopic.
kind of.
Loosely
Kinda.
based.
No, it's a nigga. No, it's just about a white man that stay in Detroit and rap.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
You ain't real, man.
It's
I thought-
about a white man that stayed in Detroit.
Yeah, that ain't really about Eminem. He ain't wearing no fucking plant. He don't know Makai Pfeiffer.
He don't know Makai Pfeiffer. That's funny. Oh man.
Oh, my
man.
gosh.
Yeah, I don't really. Get Rich or Die Trying felt like it
Get
was a
Rich or
biopic.
Die Trying is pretty good.
He did, but
Kinda.
50 said, he goes, there's like things in this that did happen.
and things that didn't.
And the things that
yeah,
did.
you could tell kind of like I don't think he worked for his daddy as a drug dealer and
Yeah.
didn't
They
know
said that nigga was
his
by himself, like 14, 15 in the streets, running around selling drugs, and he stayed with his grandma.
Oh, I've seen 14, 15 niggas by themselves in the street.
Oh, yeah.
And I avoid them niggas. Them niggas be at Wawa's. Hey, bro. Nah, I'm good. I'm good, bitch.
Damn, you know what? They don't really do rapper biopics that well when I think about
It'd
it.
be
mean,
tough to fucking do.
The best ones are like
The NWA one was really good.
Yeah, that's the. But they alive, so they are there to put
I mean,
their
all of them.
input.
I
Not
mean,
all of
that
them, but
Tupac Resurrection one was pretty good. That shit's old as fuck.
But it wasn't
that
really a
shit was
biopic
live.
though. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It was. I think that it was good. It was so many events that they were trying to cram into like 2 hours.
That's the thing that sucks. You got to determine like
longer the
what's
career.
important, what's not important.
Yeah.
Ghetto Note was pretty good too, but NWA I think is just definitely the Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the best rap one. All the other ones be like
Okay.
Elton John and fucking
Yeah.
shit like that.
You know that one dude that
That shit gas.
what's the
bitch.
one dude from 40-year-old version that's like about to get in a
Steve
fight
Carell.
with the one that's about to get in a fight with Kevin Hart?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He played the he did the MC Hammer biopic.
He did. That was it good.
Maybe I don't know, bro.
When Flex
Maybe,
Washington did
I
Michael
don't
Jackson.
That shit was terrible.
That shit crazy.
That boy Flex had the white powder.
That's crazy as fuck.
Is that you ever think about any biopic that you can play in?
That I can play in.
Yeah,
Hey,
like there any biopics that you can
let
play
me
in?
think of the bassist singing "You Are Not Alone" on the corner.
I play T-Pain, bitch. I play T-Pain and Will I Am. I remember Patrick said he wanted to play Rick James. I mean, he might be able to pull it off, man.
wow.
It fucked me up when I realized I was Rick James in life.
What?
Oh yeah,
I was
lift
like,
him.
damn.
I didn't know that either.
In
He was the
life?
main dude that like was like the I guess like
When he was at the bar and he owed a nigga money, you dip him in the water.
that was Rick James.
Oh yeah, that was Rick James.
I ain't know that either.
Yeah. It's like shit. But but yeah, the book is that actual book that's out?
Nah, I don't think so.
'Cause I could have sworn they was holding something that was like blue or some shit.
No, that was a Drake book.
Drake did put out a poetry book. He did put like a
Drake
one-line poetry book per page.
out
He
a
did.
book.
He did.
Oh, really?
He put out an
That-
Instagram
for my dog thing?
He
The
put
dog?
out an Instagram captions book. Let's keep it on.
But it's a poetry book, and they had Complex had like actual poets like reviewing it, reading it, and they was just like,
The poets
Then-
was like, "This is ass."
and then
Damn.
Drake was like,
Get the Instagram thotties to read this shit.
Yeah.
And they was all over it. I'm
Well,
like, this
at
nigga.
least they're reading.
Drake knows his target audience, man.
Yeah. He already knew who he was talking to.
Yeah.
They had them Instagram chicks read that shit, and they was like, "Oh, this is good." I think one of the lines that I always think about is like, "You were in my dreams last night, so I guess that means I had a nightmare." And I was just like,
That's fine.
"This nigga just put out Instagram captions."
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of Drake, he's on tour right now, and I don't know. It's like Drake tours. They always, you don't always see clips from people that go there and whatnot.
Yeah.
But like, I've been liking this intro thing he does, where he's like walking through the crowd and everybody's like touching him. He's just like, you know what I'm saying, walking through, and he'll have guests. Like J. Cole did like 2 nights in Montreal.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
seen
So
that.
it's like, he was like, man, 21 Savage couldn't make it out tonight, but lucky for you, I was able to bring somebody who loved Montreal just as much. And then, lights kind of go out. You hear, I think you hear some of the J. Cole music, and then he just pop up on the fucking screen, like waiting to walk down this like.
I would have lost
tunnel.
my fucking mind.
And everybody's just like, and I guess he performed or whatever. I didn't see that, but
Yeah.
there's a clip where he's on stage. Drake's on stage with J. Cole. He's like, I know you got your last album coming out. Can I get on the album? Like, I think, can we get on the album? And he was like, man, say less. So, hopefully.
Them clips of that motherfucker rapping that Megan Thee Stallion shit, that AI shit, that shit funny as fuck. That shit so fucking funny, bro.
Oh my god.
That shit hilarious.
Yeah.
Bite your lip.
That's I just seen the clip of the tour from the other night where somebody threw like they bra.
Oh, I
And he was
did.
like, 36G? Somebody look for her.
And somebody
did see
throw
that.
some old busted ass Jordan 4 up there. He was like, I don't want these.
Oh,
Throw some
God.
Yeezys at him.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
See what you did there.
I still want to see Drake bring out like Kendrick, man. You gotta do it one time.
Why do I
I'm
keep
never
having
giving
to
it up.
tell you this?
I'm
That
never giving it up.
they just need to sit down and talk
I'm
about
never giving
shit.
it up.
It's not happening.
I think I think Drake and Kendrick gonna be on J. Cole last album. You think
on
so?
separate songs.
I mean, yeah. Maybe not.
That'd be
No.
fire if they all did or something. Like, at this point, why not?
That shit gonna suck.
I knew
That shit gonna be bad.
She gonna be bad.
It's gonna sound like a Justice League song from like 2012. This is a bunch of niggas on that bitch rapping. They ain't gonna be having fun. If they have fun, that'd be good. If they go on that bitch trying to out rap each other, don't want to hear it. If it's some
That's
shit
the
like
thing.
fucking
That's
problems or some shit like that, then cool. But if it's on some who got the best bar, well, I know I'm good on that.
Damn. A song like fucking Problems, Cole. That's what's funny? Drake and Kendrick was on that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's like
some
the
cool
last
shit like that,
song they
then.
was on together, right?
What if it's
Like
another
the
Control?
That song was a slap.
If it's another Control.
What if it's another Control? But it hits like Control. It's like, oh shit, Kendrick is still mean.
If it's another Control
Me.
and like Drake has the best verse, that's gonna be.
Not gonna happen.
It could.
Not gonna
Y'all be
happen.
sleeping on Drake. Drake can rap, man.
Hey, Drake just dropped the Men Them bars with Central C.
Combination. Combination.
Man them, some them boy, man them, win them
Drake
Floyd.
can rap, man. Y'all can sleep on Drake, man.
That nigga can't rap.
That nigga rap his ass off. I think J. Cole can rap his fucking ass off. I don't know, but I feel like the beat, it's all about the beat. Whatever the beat is gonna be like, it's like a good pass. Like,
So if we have Drake, Cole, and Kendrick on, who do you think should produce the song then? Since we talking about beat.
not 40,
No, not 40.
not T minus.
No.
I don't fucking know, man.
Cardo,
Hit Boy?
Cardo, Key Wayne, or Hit Boy?
Cardo, Key Wayne, or Hit Boy? Honestly, I don't know. Probably Hit Boy, maybe. I don't know. I feel like Drake don't fuck with Hit Boy.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like Drake. I mean, Hit Boy be acting like none of them niggas fuck with him.
He do.
Hitmaker. We need a fun song, bitch. We need to sample Rick James, bitch.
Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow. Bow, bow.
J. Cole gonna lose that one.
Oh, God.
Tell you that right now.
Drake, Kendrick will probably, not Kendrick, but Drake will probably win now. They having fun on the song.
And having fun, Drake and Kendrick.
Drake
toss up.
may win it.
Yeah, Drake.
Kendrick be having fun, bitch.
Kendrick have
love
fun.
it.
Kendrick don't give a fuck what he having fun. That shit kind of wild, bitch.
That shit he did with Beyonce. Hey, boo boo.
Yeah.
That nigga gonna hit the voice, that nigga gonna hit the vocal change.
Yeah.
So rap.
Yeah.
That nigga Cole.
What if they do some shit like the what was that song with T.I.? Memories Back When? Some shit like that.
I remember
Had one
that
girl,
shit.
she was kind of slow. They did some shit like that.
Oh, my God.
Talking about past thoughts.
Wasn't Kendrick on that song?
Yeah,
He was.
he was.
Boy. I don't know.
That
man.
song was hard. That song was hard.
J. Cole's last album, I feel like he gotta have certain features on there. We gotta play fan service, bro.
Like
you gotta
Jid?
have. Nah, fuck Jid. You
Damn, what the fuck?
You gotta have a J. Cole feature.
And that was disrespectful. I ain't gonna hold you.
He done did songs with Jid already.
Like that nigga.
But you said
That's
fan-
all.
Yeah, I'm talking about Jid feature on J. Cole album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean? Well,
That bitch
no.
be all over the goddamn Dreamville album.
Yeah, get the big joints, man. Get Jay-Z.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe a Rihanna.
Nah, I get SZA.
SZA?
SZA?
And J.
I want to hear J. Cole and Rihanna. Rihanna make music no more.
She could.
Take that thought out your head. That shit gone, bro.
Yeah.
She gonna be on ASAP album.
Of course she
And?
is.
You gonna be on your Baby Dad album?
She gonna be on. She gonna be
your
on.
Baby Daddy.
She gonna be on Big Bro album, bro. She gonna be on J. Cole album.
I don't
Then
see.
you gotta do a song with Kendrick.
What about Summer Walker instead of SZA?
He already did the audio hug. Like you good.
You don't what? Damn.
That audio hug slap.
And we
Audio
don't, we don't need them to try to make another one like that's just let that be. You know what I mean? You gotta have a Kendrick. You gotta have a J. Cole song. I mean Drake song. You gotta have a Kendrick or J. Cole song.
Who else?
They just dropped the song with Boz. I ain't listened to it. I turned it off.
I
It
did.
sound dated, so I turned it off.
Turned it off.
I put it on. I was like, this sounds like 2016, 2017. I was listening to it the other time.
I felt like it was something they was trying to have fun with.
Oh,
And
they put it out as a recent?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a video out and everything. Just came
Oh.
out.
That's funny.
Just came out. Definitely something sound like they're trying to have fun with. I think it's weird just to see J. Cole in like environments with a bunch of women and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like, you know what I mean? If this is hoes around, like I just feel like, nigga, you ain't supposed to be doing that. Nigga,
When
you
he
may
been around
change
women, that's when
clothes,
he
nigga.
realized his outfit's stupid. He like, oh shit, fuck I got on, bitch.
Like, nigga, you may change clothes, nigga. Not change clothes. You may
about to
fold
say.
clothes. Fold clothes.
Oh, yeah. That song's a slap.
You know what I'm saying? This nigga done talked about, you know, I don't cheat on my girl. I'm trying to get back right. Got kids now. You can't be in the strip club with bars and you know what I mean?
I definitely ain't see that or
Yeah.
hear it.
Me neither.
Yeah. What else? Warner Music unveils TikTok licensing deal to grow social media revenue. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know what I just read.
They know what they be doing, man.
Warner Music unveils TikTok licensing deal to grow social media revenue. I mean, basically,
Putting songs on TikTok to make shit blow up musically.
they probably just restructure the deal when
Yeah.
it comes to the streams and shit like that. But it's like, y'all been seeing the shit with SAG-AFTRA or whatever, the fucking actors strike,
Oh, yeah.
Oh
and all
yeah.
that shit.
Actor and writer strike.
So that shit is about, you know, that shit is all about the streaming royalties and shit, right?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because you know most movies are now being streamed, and actors are not really seeing any money from that
What?
at all. Like artists are
Yeah.
receiving more money from streams and music than actors are receiving in film.
Damn, that's
Because they
crazy.
it used to be, they would make a movie and it would do whatever it did in the box
And-
office.
Yeah.
And then like DVD sales was
Yes.
like a big part of
DVD
it.
sales and syndication.
But since they don't do that no more, it should be going straight to HBO Max or Netflix or whatever. money kind of different.
So Amazon probably paid them more than anything if you buy the movie.
That's why I be saying buy a rent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or if you like, now you
But
got
a lot of niggas just be watching shit illegally.
Yeah, and you got actors that
Pirate
direct their
Bay.
own movies.
1,
now,
2,
too.
3 movies.
You know what I'm saying? You make money if you direct the movie or produce the movie under your own shit. So like, think of like a Kevin Hart. A lot of his movies are under his Heartbeat Productions and whatnot. So you can when you own that, you can kind of like license, like kind of what Dave Chappelle was talking about with the Dave Chappelle show. It's like Netflix uploaded my shit, and I'm like, take my shit down until I get this shit taken care of or whatever, so I can earn from my work.
I wonder if Issa owned her shit.
I'm sure she does.
Because she moved it to Netflix.
I'm sure she making
I'm sure
bread
she
off that
getting another
shit.
bag.
Sure,
When
she
I
making
saw it
bread
on
off
there,
that
like,
shit.
oh, she getting paid.
But then it's also too, it's like the reason why I feel kind of ways about it, because it's like, nigga, music artists been saying this shit for years, and like, y'all ain't give a fuck, but now it's happening to y'all, and it's like solidarity, and it's like, nah, nigga, like this what
Well,
we
that's
at.
the thing. There's like a rapper will say it, and ain't no solidarity because the young nigga coming up is like, man, I'm trying to get paid, nigga. Fuck that.
It ain't even just like, it's people outside of music industry, because thing is, everybody uses music. Not everybody uses footage from movies.
That's true.
Movies use our music. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga, y'all benefiting from our fucking music.
I see what you're saying.
In the
Yeah.
movies,
That
right?
makes
My
sense.
bad.
And it's like, sometimes we may benefit from that, but we probably not even getting most of that cut anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, we getting fucked crazy, pause, from
about to-
contracts and shit,
I'm
right?
about to hang back on that one. Pause.
But it's like, you know, but you know, it's just like, it's one of those things. It's like, I just always feel like this. It's like, all right, in America, any industry that, pretty much any industry that has a history of coming up in a predatory way is going to crumble. It's going to crumble. The banking system, the housing market, the music industry, entertainment industry, sports, like all these shits are going to crumble, because what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to relinquish all this money to make sure that you're not like lowballing people, right? But then you can't really do that because the structure of the foundation of this whole platform was based off of robbing niggas. You know what I'm saying? And if you're no longer robbing niggas, that means the structure can't really produce itself. And then you kind of like, well, listen, this is not how things are. This is going to really da. It was like, it shouldn't have been like that in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now you got people trying to do certain shit, and it just, every industry has some of the same movers and shakers and players.
Yeah.
Right? In sports, you got Ice Cube trying to do his thing with the big three, but the NBA is like, if any of you motherfuckers sponsor them, you can't fucking work with the NBA because that's our competitor. And I feel like, bitch, we ain't competing with y'all. We not trying to go.
You the fucking NBA, bitch.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, that's a way of like,
trying to have that monopoly.
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The music industry does the same shit. They have ownership in Spotify and other. They don't. I think the music industry doesn't really have ownership in Apple Music, but Apple Music bags so big they could pay the big ass licensing fees. To have licenses shared on the app. But that's why all efforts will promote towards Spotify, right? They have over 500 million users, where Apple may have like less than 100 million. You know what I'm saying? So,
another big thing with the writer strike is that these streaming services for the movies, we don't know how many plays this shit get. Like, they don't release that information. Like HBO Max, Netflix, Hulu, they don't say how many streams this shit get.
Right.
So that's another reason this shit probably won't go nowhere, because if for actors and shit to get paid, they're gonna have to release all this information. And then I think it's Andrew Schultz talking about, if they release how many streams this shit get, then the RPO go down. I mean, because people like investors and shit, like, oh well, bitch, ain't nobody watching this shit for real. So give us our fucking money back. So it's like, the motherfuckers probably scared too.
Right. And
so bitch.
Down.
But that's why, you know, like, I be feeling like stuff is like manufactured. When I think of like certain types of like commentary and trash talk, like, I think some of that stuff be kind of like structured a little bit. Like I feel like anything that allows independent filmmakers to like kind of create something for themselves, I think it's usually going to get some type of like overall negative stigma towards it. Like Tubi, right? Tubi is But that's what I'm saying, right? It's like a renowned thing that, like, if somebody came to you and was like, hey, right, I'm going to create this platform that's going to have, you know, some movies and TV shows on it, but it's going to allow independent filmmakers to upload their shit to be seen by a huge audience, and it's going to be available on like all Roku TVs, this, that, and the third. It's like not like YouTube. It's like da da da. And then you find out that shit Tubi, and now it's like you laugh at it when you hear Tubi because of some of the horrible fucking movie edits you see on there.
I haven't seen one person say, "Oh man, I seen this movie on Tubi. Shit was a slap."
Oh no, I be some good shit on Tubi. I be seeing it on now, but
I just seen this one movie that had Damon Wayans in it on Tubi. It's a girl that played jukebox on.
okay, I seen that. Yeah.
That played jukebox on
I think.
Raising Kanan.
Mm-hmm.
But it was kind of like it was like I guess compared to what I've seen joked about on Tubi, it was a good produced movie. You could tell it wasn't like a lot of money, you know what I mean? But they had, you know, what's the lady that played Foxy Brown? I can't remember her name.
Pam Grier.
They had Pam Grier in it, Damon Wayans, the one girl that played jukebox, and then like some other like non-popular actors. But
how'd you come across it though? Was you?
Ads.
Oh, that shit they had Damian Wayne in. That nigga look crazy as a bitch in that movie.
Yeah.
Shit was pretty good.
You just like watched it, like you like, oh shit.
No, it was ads. I kept seeing ads and shit because it was like a promoted thing. Like it was like a.
I seen it on Facebook. You can see it on Facebook. People saying, "Check this out." Shit. Like
Yeah.
that.
So,
okay.
But it's like that's just a thing, right? Like you seen what happened with Twitter, right? And then people was like, "Oh, we got this Spill app." Right, it's still kind of in a beta phase.
Yeah.
Right, but it's like I feel like it's commentary that is structured to kind of like talk down on it, to influence, to like discourage people to like really like consume that in a mass form. It happens all the time.
Yeah, but it's the same way they were talking about how it's like. A lot of these people that make the fake posts about music artists should just be like fake AI and people from other countries. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's people online that they put in place from like Netflix and Hulu, all the shit.
Right.
Hey, we need y'all to shit on fucking Tubi and all these low streaming shit so motherfuckers don't go to it.
Right. I mean, same shit with Tidal. I think it was the same thing that happened with Tidal back in 2015. And people was like, it was more like, it became less about the platform and more about like Jay-Z's a fucking capitalist.
Yeah.
And it's like, bitch, not everybody pays $10 a month for some type of streaming service.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that platform pays artists the most out of all of them, which is the funny thing, right? It's like, how did that happen? Who convinced us to be like, hell no, I ain't supporting Jay-Z. You want to pay artists more money so you can make more money? No, I'm going to Spotify.
Well,
they
so
make
crazy.
a lot of fucking money.
Crabs in the bucket mentality, man.
You would get 4
That's all I can
cents.
say.
4 cents a stream on Tidal. You get 0.003 cents per stream on Spotify.
Damn.
Shit crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, that's why I feel like a lot of this stuff is structured commentary to discourage people to consume stuff in mass form, because it's like once you do that, those numbers are impactful. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I be kind of just like try to check myself before I get caught up in like what people are saying before I check out something for myself.
Oh yeah, you always got to double check your sources now, because shit that gets said nowadays, it'd be half truths or just straight up lies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, with the Warner Music TikTok licensing deal, I think also there was a thing with TikTok saying they ain't trying to pay niggas no more. They ain't trying to pay creators no more.
What?
It was a thing that they was like updating, like we're not just like paying creators, or they may come up with a different way to do that. Now you got Twitter that's like, if you pay for verification, you could get paid off your tweets now.
I mean, Instagram don't pay people no more.
Like if your tweets do numbers.
Instagram don't pay people no more either.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't
Yeah,
think
you
Instagram-
get paid off ads and shit you run or sponsors, but Instagram, as far as paying people for reals, they don't do that shit no more.
Yeah, they say, hey, y'all niggas is, once niggas figure out a way to kind of like get a consistent bag with doing less work, I think they was
Speaking
like,
of getting a bag, doing less work, and TikTok, have y'all seen that girl that just said she like ice cream?
gang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She was doing that AI NPC shit. She said she made like 6 bands a day doing that shit.
That shit crazy.
I seen somebody talk about this, right? It was an Asian girl on TikTok who was talking about like that NPC thing is a form of adult entertainment. It's like it's giving the power to the person who's investing, right, into whatever coins or whatever to get a reaction out of you. And a lot of times they're encouraged to do it at a rapid rate to kind of like break you in a sense, like to get like I guess to arise.
Flustered.
Right, or whatever, but it's supposed to be kind of be in some form of way, like it's a fetish sexual kind of way. And,
She know that. A lot of people that's copying her ass don't know that.
Yeah, they don't. And the
Because
thing
the
is,
nigga Kai Cenat and Show Speed did it the very next day or within the week.
Yeah.
And one got like 7 bands and one got like 10 bands in an hour.
And it's like the girl was saying like there's nothing wrong with it, but it's adult entertainment. And she's like, kids are gonna see this and consume it and try to copy it, and they're just gonna copy anything that's wacky and trendy. And it's like kids technically can't give consent. You have to have consent to view or participate in adult entertainment. So there's no problem with doing it. Just don't do it on a platform where kids can automatically consume it. Like take that shit over to somewhere else where adult entertainment can be, you know.
So take it to OnlyFans?
To obtain, like, yeah,
I'm going
OnlyFans
live
or
on
something.
OnlyFans.
But I mean,
Damn. OnlyFans be going live?
I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
I feel like you should be able to go live on OnlyFans. It makes sense. That sounds like I heard somebody say that before.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just a form of adult entertainment. I was just like, yeah, because I was like, I feel like I've seen a porn ad like this before. I feel like
It's definitely weird. But people be on people be on fucking TikTok. It was one trend on TikTok where you'll see like the top half of like a girl body, and she'll be like reading a book or watching TV, but you see her like moving, like she getting fucked. That was like a thing on TikTok.
For real?
So yeah,
There'd be some weird
There'd be some
shit,
weird
like
shit on
when
there
I
on the
just
live.
be
If you
scrolling
on the
through-
lives, period. TikTok live is a fucking weird place to be in.
TikTok
Period.
Live.
There's a TikTok live. If you like go and like put your username, they're playing some weird ass music in the background, but like they'll have the TV in like portrait format, like a regular TV in portrait format, and they'll go to your page and like your shit or whatever. Like, oh yeah, man, oh yeah, and they'll just it's
so
just
it's like-
weird. It's just like shit you see in a movie.
Thing about the NPC girl, only thing that's weird about her is on her Twitter, it said like she was like, oh, I'm 15. But she like got porn on that bitch. Like she do porn.
Yeah, she got OnlyFans. She said she
got
make
OnlyFans.
like 6
Oh yeah,
bands.
she on that bitch. She ain't
Don't-
joking.
Nigga,
But
don't look at me.
that's news to me.
oh no, she out there.
Yeah, she say she do.
Bucket
She say she got about.
How old is she?
She's on her Twitter. For some reason she said no. That's
make sure.
That's where she became problematic.
15?
Her Twitter, she's like, oh, I'm 15 or something like that. It's like a picture of her standing from the back. The bitch clearly ain't 15.
Right.
Because in one of the TikTok, she got fucking kids. She got kids and shit too. So it was just like, that's weird. But other than that, just like, hey, bitch, motherfucker, donate, bitch. You hold her goddamn.
And Timberland was like number one on one
Yeah.
day.
Uh huh.
Timberland was
Timberland was like one of the top like people on her shit donating money.
But okay, could you imagine you being rich as fuck? You get on TikTok, say somebody doing stupid shit. Like, I put $1, this motherfucker gonna bark, bitch. I'm telling you, this motherfucker bark, bitch. Dollar, bark, and just barking on that bitch. It's like, that's funny as fuck, bitch. Before you know it, you're like, damn, I done donated this nigga $1,000, bitch. But I do got this nigga barking like a dog for 30 minutes. So it's like, he probably got himself in a hole he wasn't ready for. That nigga like,
What would be like your 4 things you would say if you was doing an NPC?
hey, what I said earlier.
I do Sam Jackson impersonations. You put in the motherfucker, bitch. A shark ate me. A shark ate me. A shark ate me.
That shit funny. That bitch sweating, bitch.
Over and over.
I seen one doing that lifting weights. It was tripping, but hey man.
That shit might be the move.
Did you just say it was adult entertainment?
Who's fucking that
We're
nigga?
adults
says it's
entertaining,
weights.
right?
Entertain adults.
You gonna be in this motherfucker like this? Yeah, fuck yeah. Let's just start to fail, nigga.
Where's my spinach? Sensu bean. Sensu bean. That shit.
That shit is funny.
You're gonna try that shit today, bitch.
Let me know when you go live. I'm gonna just go in there and just like send it.
I mean, 4 bands in 2 days. They're going, fuck it, let me do that shit too, bitch.
Like-
Oh man.
Let's New York City to award $13 million to summer 2020 protesters. Mm-hmm. They started some shit.
I don't know how. Well, yeah, I don't know. I didn't read into it, but I done seen that headline more than once.
Hey, listen, Tampa police was tripping back in 2020.
Yep.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
gonna burn,
they was going crazy,
they gonna burn that champs down again.
Hey, man. 13 mil? How much that go? How much you think? It's probably like a class suit.
Yeah,
type
it's
thing.
probably like amongst.
So like how much you think that?
Even if the
probably
niggas is getting like $2,000 a piece, still $2,000.
It depends how many people say they was out there. The whole city's gonna say that. That's what the whole city gonna say they out there. There's nowhere to prove. So all New York
You
City
can
gonna
go.
be
You
like,
probably might go based on who was arrested first. You know what I mean?
well, if you got arrested, they probably say you did something illegal, so you probably won't get money.
Well, I think this probably proves that you didn't do anything illegal if you probably were arrested or some shit. Probably you were. Or you got video of your ass getting like slammed or some shit.
Yeah.
I got the video right here, bro. Like the fuck?
Let me get 15.
Damn.
Shit, boy.
I mean,
13 million ain't a lot of money though.
it ain't a lot,
Yeah,
but it's
depending on how
money.
many.
Not
But
to be
the thing is,
splitting.
it's gonna be like probably 13 million people that's trying to get a
DeSantis
piece
gonna
of
be
it.
like, hey,
It's probably
y'all
like a
niggas-
million people. We'll probably get like $15, $20.
DeSantis gonna be like, fuck what y'all niggas talking about.
Speaking of DeSantis, you heard what that nigga said about teaching African American history?
Oh, like
Oh, yeah.
we learned skills from that shit.
Yeah, slavery was like a
Slavery was
landscape.
bad, but you guys learned some good shit from it.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's gonna be one of the first questions I'm asking niggas when I go back to school. I'm like, y'all changing the curriculum? How we teach slavery? Huh? Or we gonna do the Santa's way or the real way?
I can, how Mr. G was able to tell you that because his ancestors were a slave. I can't do that.
I couldn't work at host in this day and age. But
No.
But that's like when I first started, I'm like, I don't really say shit when I go to school. I
Slavery
sit there,
coloring books.
They sit there and fucking talk, and I just be like, all right, cool. But that's one of the. But if they say any questions, I'm damn sure asking that shit. I'm gonna wait for somebody to clear their throat.
Wow, shit.
Somebody gonna clear their throat or something first.
I'm saying motherfuckers learn skills doing that.
That shit crazy.
Okay.
y'all still got our friend Martin in y'all library? Y'all still got the DVD in y'all library?
The DVD.
Pull out the TV. Our friend Martin.
Roll
hey,
the
man,
card out that bitch.
That was a time for me,
That movie
bitch.
was cool as fuck.
Be feeling all kind of sad, looking at Billy all crazy, like, bitch, you is not on my team for kickball, nigga.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck.
Our friend Martin. Goddamn. A lot of people learn shit that day.
You think you think this gonna spread over to other cities? I mean, New York doing it. It's not a matter of time.
I'm surprised
LA.
Mississippi ain't do it first. Mississippi, Alabama.
Mississippi?
Paying the protesters?
Oh, you
Mississippi?
talking about? Oh, my bad. I'm talking about DeSantis.
What you
Say
talking
that
about?
again?
You think the 13 million?
Oh,
For the protesters.
that might be only New York City, honestly.
Yeah.
Damn.
We were slaves down here, bitch. Mississippi, Florida, we ain't giving them no bread.
The Southerns.
Yeah, hell no.
It's a mayor in like in a small town in Alabama who's like going through it, like all the white folk out there just like keeping them out of secret meetings.
Oh,
and
I seen that shit. It was a was it the same town? It was
Secret
I don't know if it's a small town where they haven't had a mayor election in like years.
Damn.
So this black dude, he went and did all he was supposed to do to run for mayor, and ain't nobody vote. People voted for him, and then the white people was like, "Nah, nigga, fuck you, bitch. That ain't how we do shit around here. I'm still the
Yeah.
mayor. I'm still the mayor, bitch."
Ooh.
And he
Bro,
like,
that shit
"What?"
crazy, dog.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
It's Alabama,
They hadn't
man.
had a new mayor in a minute, and he ran. He did it right. And they was like, "Nah, bitch, we don't give a fuck about it." We had our own election.
They say it's
And
only
he
like
won.
maybe 2,000 to 3,000 people in the town, bro.
2,000-3,000.
They was like, "Oh no, we already had our
people.
private election, and this other guy won, not
That's
you."
scary.
And he was like, "What?"
I would move.
I would move immediately.
I would move.
Yeah,
Fuck all that.
you can push for so long, but after that, bitch, they
Yeah, it's
gonna-
like,
with tar and feather
y'all
your ass.
gonna hang me.
Yeah,
At any moment.
Yeah.
3,000 people.
If a nigga,
3,000. And how many
I'm
of them
thinking
white?
hell nah.
if niggas rise up
What? It all go to that small part of Alabama?
I've seen a black man.
What niggas gonna rise up in that city?
You got this fucking town. I've seen a nigga take on three white dudes, no problem. You know what I mean? So I'll be thinking like,
What kind of nigga was that? Was that a nigga hot Cheetos playing football in the street from Florida nigga?
Isn't that all of them?
That's racist. That's racist.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Like,
Ain't no nigga that's delivering the newspapers to a nigga.
you ever think
front
like
door.
a group of white people can capture you and then like tie you up and hang you? Like, I feel like I can get away from that.
You think you can?
You said a group of white people.
If you're
So
scared,
that's
you
at
can get
least
away.
4.
That's the thing.
If I'm scared,
You're scared, you can get away. If you think these people are friendly, they're not trying to hurt you, then you fucking
You
caught.
fucked,
That's
yeah.
I don't think they'd be like, hey, I'm gonna take it. They'd be like, hey, you need help? Hey,
Yeah.
I
these
can help you
motherfuckers
with your
hanging.
groceries.
Hit your ass across the back of the head. It's a
Fucking, you
wrap.
get somewhere, your car break down. Mm-hmm. Got us one.
I think it's anyone who was born or more so raised the majority of life in the South. An overwhelming amount of white people being friendly to you is like, all right, bitch, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I'm getting out. You know what I mean? Like,
That's that fear in you, bitch.
Yeah.
A lot of
you're
people
gonna have to probably like shoot me or some shit.
people be oblivious. They don't be scared, and they think everybody is good people, and it's like,
Yeah.
nah, motherfucker.
What was that one movie with the dude? He went on like a trip with his friends. It was all like white. He was like the only black dude. The same dude that was in The Shot.
Which one? Jacob Lattimore?
No. The one that got canceled from the show. He was like the main character.
Oh, the nigga that played Easy.
Yeah. He
I remember that.
was in a movie and he had all these like white friends and they went to like a trip in a cabin or like a house out in like out somewhere like on some Wyoming
Like
trip.
some Hills Have Eyes
Remember
shit.
that.
It's the movie's named him and he just kind of feeling uncomfortable and shit.
Really?
Yeah. I would never put myself in that fucking situation.
That's how I be feeling about my nephew, man. That nigga go to plant. That nigga be showing me videos. I be like, so many crackers around.
I used to go to
I'm
Plant,
sorry,
and
so
that
many white
school
boys.
is it's built for like black side, white side. They got a separate fountain, separate side of the hallways. Now they don't do that, but
This is how it is.
it's definitely built like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like,
That's what a lot of them say, like lawyers and doctors, and they a lot of lawyers and doctors' kids in Tampa go to
It's
Plant.
like it's one of the schools not
It's
named
like
after
one
a
of the-
president.
One of
Yeah.
your schools, right?
It's named after
Nike
the
sponsored
guy
and all
who
that
built the
shit.
railroad.
Yeah.
So I be
Shit.
seeing like he like, yeah, I'm going to the beach. You know what I'm saying? He nigga sent
Damn.
me like some shit, and then it's like, yeah, it's a bunch of my friends. I was like, hell, white. Ain't
Ain't
nobody
not
at
one
least
spot.
mixed. You
And
hang
the
around
thing is,
with?
they
That
take
shit
kids
is
from
wild.
West Tampa
my
school.
friend goes, I gotta be the majority, bitch. I don't need to be a minority. I'm a minority in the United States, period. I don't need to be a minority within my
Nah.
friend group.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
I'm
hell
part of the
no.
minority
I'm not
at
doing
work.
that, bitch.
Goddamn.
Fucking
Not my
totally.
choice,
man.
bitch.
Fuck
Y'all
that.
feeling that? Y'all feeling like this hatred? Y'all feeling this?
You keep your hatred to yourself, okay?
I'm with it.
I feel that.
I ain't no
real.
camera, bitch. I say what I want to say, bitch.
Revolutionary. I am.
FBI gonna pull this podcast up. Hey, we have a radical by the name of Derrick.
Absolutely not.
Feel that? Yeah, feel that hatred? hate.
Yeah, knock on your door. Are you hometown? All right, we have some transcripts here from
Bitch, my name
episode
DeAndre, bitch.
episode 121.
The Lord.
I'm DeAndre. Honestly, Jasmine Renee is the organizer of the podcast, to be honest. Sorry, Jazz. Had to do it to
Yeah, we
you.
heard you recently got her Twitter back. I'm
You're doing it, you get ducked to your ass. Sorry.
No.
All right, so I want to talk about these two topics that I've been saying on Twitter: music versus content. Music, people saying, "Man, I wish we'd get back to just the thing that actually matters." Focus on the fact that making sure your music is good instead of people focusing on content. I feel like everybody just focusing on content instead of the music. What are y'all thoughts on that?
What does that mean? What did I don't get
So
it.
people feel like you're not even focused on making sure like your song is good. You just focus
Focus
on
on the promo.
all the promo and the marketing of the song. And people feel like people focusing too much on that than making sure that their music is good.
So the visuals is fire, but the audio is trash.
You coming up with all these good promotional tactics on TikTok and Twitter and Instagram, but you ain't really focused on trying to make a good song.
It's like you blame the labels for something like that.
Yeah.
I feel
What
like
about
it's a label
what about
job.
indies though?
Say it again.
What about
Indie
for like on the
artists?
indie level? Because they saying that's like more of an indie thing. Like, and you got artists that saying, man, like I'm tired of just trying to focus on content.
It's still the label, because the label job, that's whoever, or maybe whoever job is to push the music.
I could.
You can't
see
blame
that.
social media, because social media is like, our job is to keep you on the apps. Motherfuckers don't go to TikTok, Instagram to listen to music. You know what I mean? They go here to see content. Now, if you spend your whole day on these fucking apps like that, that's what you're gonna see. You're not going.
Right.
If you spend your whole day on fucking Apple Music, Spotify, I'm pretty sure you will find a lot more good music. Then, so if you choose to spend your day on these fucking apps like this, then that's what you're gonna see.
I'm gonna do a segment called Common Sense with Tyree. You spend all day on this shit. I mean,
That's what you
gonna
gonna
find.
see.
I mean, it's true. It's a video, picture. That's how it started. For
Right.
visuals. So that shit's basically running the game right now because that's what everybody's on. Everybody on
Like them
TikTok,
one girls, they
Instagram.
pushing their fucking song, but they
Yeah.
pushing.
The two
What you
girls.
call them?
The Fly on the Boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a. I hate that shit too. Well, I don't hate what they're doing. I hate the commentary of, oh my God, there's such industry players. They're not even hiding it. That's not what's going on at all. Like, it's not like they're not hiding it. It's like a ghostwriter is meant to be hidden,
Yeah.
right? They're not supposed to be listed in the credits. You feel what I'm saying? They get paid a bigger bag because they're not getting listed in the credits. So they're not a ghostwriter if they're listed. No, I wrote on the fucking song, and that's my real fucking name.
Yeah. Like, go look at the credits, bitch.
Fly on the Boss, their music. Remember I was telling you, like, when we was doing the thing, check the YouTube to see what it's licensed under. They may have like a song deal, or they may have an artist contract where they got an album deal. A lot of labels aren't really doing the album deals no more because it doesn't make sense to invest and give you advances that we know you're probably not gonna be able to recoup from for 6 albums. So it's like, all right, we'll do a song deal, or we'll do a stream deal. Like, you have to do fucking 500 million streams in the contract, and you can drop how many projects, but we need 500 million streams. You know what I'm saying? So
Yikes.
niggas are not necessarily industry plants, more so they're just, labels are meeting us where we at.
Yeah.
All right, y'all like to be on social media, we're gonna make sure we focus on social media strategies to make it entertaining. So they do the running shit, and then they
Yeah.
got the sponsorship with Google. So they ran through the Google offices.
Oh, that's cool.
You feel what I'm
for
saying?
real?
That's smart.
They ran through the
Oh,
Google
that's fire.
offices, and then, like, if you go and look up Fly on the Boss on Google, like search them on Google, you'll see like the emoji of two girls like running across or whatever.
That's cool.
The same shit.
That's fine.
They did the same shit with Barbie. If you look up the person, I think Greta something, who directed or wrote the Barbie film, you're gonna see like these like animations of like glitter and shit.
That's cool. On Roku, they Roku, they got like a Roku City that they just show us. It's like it was a Barbie dream house in that bitch.
Oh, for real?
That's
That's
cool. Yeah.
smart.
But that's what you said. But that's where marketing money goes to. Marketing goes into paying to come up with ideas to find a way to like
Put this
play-
shit in front of people's faces.
yeah, in a way that doesn't feel, you know.
Forced.
They have an album, Fly on the Boss.
They got songs out. I don't know if they have an album.
Are those songs all good?
I mean, they decent. Like, you gotta think. I think what's crazy is what Vince Staples said is a good song is like now resurfacing is like, I think it's more important. It sticks today more than anything. And he was like, a good song is you liking a song or not liking a song doesn't mean the song is bad or good.
Yeah.
Is the song in key? Is it fucking, you know what I'm saying? Is the mix right? This, that, and third. Then it's a fucking good song.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Whatever you fucking talking about, whatever that's subjective. Well, I relate to it or whatever, right? But is a song written in a good key? Is it in key? Or is it in tune? Is it this, that, and the third? And I think like that's the thing too. It's like it's so much fucking music. It's like it's hard to even be like this is bad or good. Does it capture me? Am I entertained by it?
That's
All right,
mostly
cool.
it, as if it captures.
But they got other songs. It's just that song kind of hit more when they did those videos,
Yeah.
and it just kind of stuck. And it's like when you have a song that happens like that, then you focus on that. That's what I'm coming in.
Hell yeah.
Focus on that.
Why not?
the fucking my Blicky niggas, they did the same thing.
Yeah.
They was running through Hollywood on the Hollywood Stars. I said my Blicky and running through singing that shit.
That shit gas, bitch.
You and Pat got to run through
Girl, where you going?
rib sandwiches, bitch. Run through.
That's
right. Barbecue.
Oh my god.
Funny the bitch.
You know Hollywood Screen when they had the haunted house and they like the hanging meat. They just be running through. Ricky Frank! Ricky Frank barbecue!
A freaking freak on the house.
Ricky Frank.
That's
fucking
Butcher.
Is that blood? That's barbecue sauce. Ooh, sweet Carolina.
Oh my god.
Girls in bikinis with the white apron on that motherfucker.
Yeah, we gotta do 100 house.
God damn.
No, I'm not girls and got like shrink wrap. Preserve it. Preserve that pork.
Wow.
But yeah, man, the music versus content thing. I just want people to understand that, like, something that I heard on a podcast was like, one of the main things that you love about music from your childhood is because of marketing. Mainly everything that you love that's in like popular media, food, theme parks, TV shows, clothes, is marketing. And I think now it's like, it's now known that I think the general public kind of understands what marketing is now more than we did maybe 20, 30 years ago.
Absolutely.
So now that we understand marketing now, it's like knowing the magic trick, and you don't really like, and now you don't like the magician no more because now you know the magic trick. It's like, oh, I'm still that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just because you know it, I don't mean you got to play me. You know what I'm saying? But that's all it is. It's like, no, it's a reason why kids grew up loving McDonald's. They had some of the best commercials. They had the best packaging. They came with fucking toys. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's marketing. You know what I mean? So it's like, marketing is just basically a strategic way of building that connection to the target audience to the product.
Yeah.
And that's
It's like once people get used to the product, sometimes they be like, I don't want to see the more marketing. I just want to see the music. Like, bitch, how the fuck you gonna hear the music and see
It
it?
ain't marketed.
Yeah, they not Fly on the Boss, that's name. They not like huge artists. So if they want these videos, how the fuck was I supposed to hear this shit?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's like, that's why y'all see it, because we keep doing the same thing that y'all don't like, bitch.
And then over the past 7-8 years, I think streaming music it's still a new thing. You know what I'm saying? Streaming music is still a new thing to where we only listen to music by just going in our phone and going to an app to play it. Mm-hmm. Prior to that, we was at least downloading the shit on our computer and just syncing that shit to our phone, right? And then prior to that, we was putting a CD in the car, or at least whatever we saved on our phone.
Yeah, that shit crazy, man. I still got a CD book.
You feel what I'm saying?
I be like, damn, this
so
shit
it's like
is old.
we haven't really been streaming. We haven't really been streaming for a full like 10 years as a whole. You know what I mean? So like the way that we judge the music based on how we discover it, it's always been the thing. You know what I mean? Like, so now that we discover things just based off of an algorithm, or, you know, because I liked or follow this person and they show up in my release radar or whatever, that's a whole new thing that we normalize it today because it's just day to day.
It is
because we're consuming so much at once. Yeah. But we don't realize how new that shit is. That is a new fucking thing, and we're judging it as if like we've been doing this shit for years. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that shit done helped me out. I done discovered a lot of artists and put niggas on my little playlist from fucking, oh, you like him? Well, listen to this.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. Cool. It was just word of mouth and blogs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was word of mouth and blogs. You know what I'm saying?
There's no more blogs. And now motherfuckers mad that people create content.
Yeah, the blogs now is the playlist curators, and the playlist curators are even more jankier than the blogs were. The blogs wasn't really even that janky. They were just like, bro, it's only like 3 of us, and it's 1,000 fucking emails. I'm gonna miss something. Yeah. The playlist curators like, bro, just pay me and I'll put you on this shit for 24 hours.
A lot of them playlists, like the big playlists, they be like, bitch, I know all these fucking songs. Some of them shit I don't know. Like, don't show me the top songs from the top artists.
I hate that.
I don't like going to Apple Music unless it's like a new music, but I don't want to see an R&B playlist and the fucking top songs Beyonce, SZA. Like, duh, bitch, I know these fucking songs dropping. You know what I mean? Show me the random ass I don't fucking know Ty Dolla song that ain't on the home page that drop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't show me this big shit that's already on the front page.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing where like the need for that blogger, journalist, the person who can put you on, that person is still important today. It just the platform that they are using can change. Now it's like a Beatsnchill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it could be a playlist, but it could also be a showcase. It could be a podcast, right? Like I look at what Joe Budden does with his podcast. What I study his podcast a lot. One of the biggest things he does is like, because I'll be looking at like, all right, what's the difference between him and like Rap Radar's podcast, and then like $1 Million Worth of Game and stuff like that. And like what he's doing is like, he's taking like bits of like what Breakfast Club was, which was just like, all right, them three talking about whatever topics, not focusing on guests at all, and also still giving you some form of like radio where he's playing music. He plays music in the beginning of that bitch, and then they do where they all play like a song that they own, that they like at the end.
With the sleepers.
So it still is like providing that aspect like radio used to put you on music and shit like that, right? Because he's still providing that space. Like I'm putting you on to this shit, right? And but they focus on just conversations that you may hear on the radio here and there, talking about whatever. Oh, so if you go out with a girl, da 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 da, like they have those conversations. So it's like the platform can change, but that type of person is still important today. Still important today. And a lot of them are doing, they start out doing playlists. Now they kind of like getting into podcasts. Yeah. So if you look at Apple's podcast with Ebro, I can't remember his name, the light skinned dude with the big eyes and beard, they always wear a hat. He in the Deska, it's like them three that does like this Apple podcast hip hop.
Ebro?
It's Ebro, and then there's another light skinned dude. He's the, I can't remember his name, but he used to have a blog called You Heard That New. And
no, I don't know who that is.
He was doing the playlist for Apple Music for all verses. For all the verses, he was doing the playlist. The versus playlist. But he started out on he did You Heard That New, but he used to y'all know Mav Hoffa that does like that the barbershop podcast.
My expert opinion.
One of the guys that's on there with the dreads with the salt and pepper beard, he was a part of
Mecca.
He was part of Two Dope Boys.
Oh,
for real?
That's Mecca from Two Dope Boys.
Oh.
Yeah, and Mecca and the guy from the Ebro show, they used to all work together in like that blog era shit. They used to all work together and like have like top 5 albums top 5 mixtapes of fucking 2000 or top 5 albums of 2010.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was the same man.
That's why I remember them from that. You feel what I'm saying? I remember them from that, but they dispersed and they went from doing like, maybe their own little blogs or journalism or playlists, and now they back in like podcasting now. And that's what a lot of them dispersed to. Yeah, okay. So, but I mean, it's a never ending conversation. I just hate that people feel like content don't matter. I think they do, but music always fucking matter. Focus on the music first.
All music
Focus
matters.
on the music first. You don't make the trailer before you film the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
you gotta
focus
have
on the music first. But for our last segment, what do DJs do? That's been a condescending topic because they're saying that y'all niggas ain't DJing, man.
Y'all don't do shit.
Yep, that is true. A lot of niggas don't. A lot of niggas will just. A lot of people pre-record shit and then play it. A lot of niggas learn like how to match beats and just kind of press the buttons since they have like pads now on the controllers. So they just match the beat up and press the buttons.
Right.
I heard of instances where people that may want to get into DJing, they'll buy a playlist off a reputable DJ.
That's some wild shit.
So if they'll go up to the DJ or get in contact with them or whatever. I heard what you played this night. Yo, let me get that off you. I'm trying to get into the business. So they'll buy the playlist for like $700, $800, $900, even $1,000, just so they can have like 30 minutes or an hour worth of music to play. so they know they're gonna turn it up. Because if they do turn it up, then that could lead to like more gigs in the future. We've all seen the videos of festivals where they be just behind. It's like 7, 8 turntables, and they just be back there like this, pressing buttons. Like everybody's seen that. So the shit look fake as fuck, and the shit look like anybody could do it.
Do you feel like the requirements of a DJ have lessened? Like the requirements aren't the same anymore?
Nah, the requirements are the same. It's just easier to get into it now. Because back when I wanted to get into it, like in high school, I would have to buy 2 turntables and a mixer. Turntables weren't cheap. Turntables were $500 a piece. A mixer was $300. My dad wasn't buying that shit for me. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and I remember because we went to Best Buy, I was like, oh shit, this is all I need. My dad looked at that shit, he was like, all right. And we went home. And I was just like, in my head, I'm like, all right, sooner or later, we gonna talk about it. We ain't never talked about this shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to end up buying used equipment when I was an adult. I had to buy used equipment, shitty ass turntables, a bleeding ass mixer where the crossfader was bleeding like a bitch. I had to go, and that's what I had to practice on.
Yeah.
So it's just easier now. $300, I could buy a controller.
Right.
If I already have a computer, download Serato, plug it in. If I have any sort of like music database, I can use that. Or even if I don't even need the music database no more, you can stream music straight to the Serato.
Yeah.
So if you have playlists on
shit, I know you can do that. That's cool as fuck.
Yeah, you can stream shit, whatever playlist you have for like SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, you can stream that shit straight in there. Now you need to buy that subscription.
Right.
It's a monthly subscription you have to pay for, but all the music's at your fingertips now. I have so much music because I've been downloading shit since like 2003. Fucking middle school, just downloading shit off of Napster and shit like that.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been downloading shit for a minute. You know what I'm saying? That's why my music database is like that. But if I just wanted to get into it, I'm fucking 15. I'm just like, oh, I have Spotify. I have all the music right here.
Right.
Like it's way easier. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think like it's evolved to where people are expecting more from a DJ? Because I feel like in all aspects, like anybody in music is expected to do more now. Like we just talk about content. Like indie artists need to, you can't just record the music and put it out and put a cover art out. You got to do, why, there's so much out here. Why should I listen to your shit? Just because you recorded it, you know what I'm saying? So do you feel like that same thing is happening with DJs? Because that's the thing too. They're saying like, oh, now they got to like make content. They got to fucking, aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, it's true. Because, even when sometimes I just go ahead and research shit. I'll look at shit on YouTube to see what's going down, what's the new like equipment out. So I'll go ahead and watch that shit on YouTube. And when I look at it, dude's like, oh, if you're DJing, like you have to get into content creation. I've seen like 4 or 5 like reputable DJs say it. Get into content creation, set up a little space, make it look cool, and just so what you do. They said like it's like a twofold. You do that shit, you'll end up practicing more. You'll practice more. So you'll get better, and then you'll get the content creation out and let people know you do the shit.
Right.
Like, it's funny you say that because now, like, I done that shit so much that I'm just about to go shopping around and be like, yeah, man, this is what I do. What's up? I'm just about, because I have it built up now. And I had a couple SoundCloud shits that's got 1,000 plays and shit like that.
Right.
So now I can be like, yeah, this is what I do. You want to fuck with me or not? Because before you have to just be like, yeah, I DJ, and they're gonna be like, so
right.
what you do?
And that's the thing too with DJing, right? It's kind of like, as someone who manages a DJ and then just booked DJs before, it's like outside of getting booked for gigs, right? What is a self-serving thing that a DJ does? And then that's where it's like, all right, I've seen the mixes, right? You've seen people do like their own mixes, and or create playlists, right? But it's like, if you're not DJing for a gig, right? I think that's where the content and all the other stuff came into play, because it's like, well, what am I going to do if I'm not being booked right now? Am I just going to have equipment and just be like, hey, I'm a DJ?
I'll just be having fun with it. I got set up at home where it's just literally on my Instagram, them 2 silver turntables, that's the shit I just use at home. And every so often, if I'm at the crib and I'm like kind of bored, or I got like some songs or I got an album, I just put the laptop up there, plug it up, and I just spin for like 30, 40 minutes or whatever. I'm like, damn, man, I'm still got it. I'm kind of sliding. That's what I do. You got to have fun with the shit. A lot of people, everything is like a hustle now because everything has been made so easy to do. So something like, oh, I could do that. I kind of like music or whatever. It went from the person that, hey, I got the aux at the party, and everyone's like, oh yeah, you should DJ. That's how like shit is happening now.
Right.
Somebody that plays good music at a party on a JBL speaker, they're like, man, you should DJ, man, you got it. That's what happened with one of my homeboys that he just be kind of like having like little shindigs at the house. They was like, oh man, where'd you get this playlist from? You should be a DJ. And that nigga went and DJ'd at UT. It's like, what the fuck? Like, that's how the shit be happening now. So it's kind of like who you know, right place, right time, because this is getting easier to do. You know what I'm saying? There's still niggas out there that can scratch and mix and whatever, and that's fire. You got to learn to do that shit to be a DJ.
Yeah.
But there's also the right place, right time. Let me buy this $300 controller, and I'm in the game.
Would you say that at the very source of a DJ is knowing when to play the right music?
Definitely.
So if somebody has like that skill set,
it's knowledge of music.
the knowledge of music and knowing how to control the environment with that music, right?
Yeah.
And okay, you may not have the equipment, but you know how to do that with a playlist. That could be a start, right? Like, all right, you just knew oh shit, I know the hoes gonna go crazy with this one, right? So that is a sign of, all right, maybe you might want to look into DJing, right?
Yeah.
Just like, all right, the nigga that's the funniest nigga that's cracking up the whole fucking room.
Yeah, be a comedian.
Right? Bro, you might want to look into being a comedian.
Yeah.
Could you go on stage right now and do that shit? Absolutely not. You probably fucking freeze up trying to actually construct a joke. And same way with a dude that probably just started to find a good 6 songs in a row.
Yeah.
It's like you get that nigga turntable, like, shit, bitch, I don't know what to do with this shit here, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you give that person time to, like, all right, you have something that's like a core skill that you need to have. Because, like, the saddest thing is to have somebody who knows how to scratch and knows how to work a board, right? And has the gear, but, like, they just not connecting with the right music to play. It's like, that's all, to me, it's almost as bad as a person who don't know how to do all the technical skill but knows how to play the right music.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, and I see DJs get into other shit too, so to be like more self-sufficient, where if they're not getting gigged up, so it's like, all right, I am producing, you know what I'm saying? Or just creating content and, like,
I mean, that content creation really blew up in 2020 when niggas couldn't do shit because clubs was closed. So you still had to, like...
What was the one dude that was on Instagram that was, like, having the craziest amount of IG Live people?
The nigga with the top hat.
Yeah.
What's the nigga name?
Oh, the D-Nice?
Yeah, D-Nice. So it's like, that shit really blew it up. Like, getting on Twitch and DJing and just showing off mixes, because if that's your job, then you have to some way, somehow get that shit out. I'm lucky enough to be a teacher, so I wasn't stressed. You know what I'm saying? So, but niggas that do that shit for a job, that's where content creation really blew up for them. Now it's like no turning back. But you got to know the basics. Just practice. You got to practice. I can't tell you how many times people are like, damn, bro, when you gonna teach me this shit?
If somebody is having a hard time with, maybe they have all the gear and they've been practicing, right? But maybe they aren't really out much, or they don't know the right music to play. What tips would you give to a DJ to discover the music that's fit for that audience?
The music that's fit for the audience they want?
How I'm trying to say this, like...
Or how to know if they're good or not?
Like...
Or what they need to practice on?
Like music selection. What tips would you give to a DJ on, like, making sure they're just selecting the right music to, like, play in their set? Like, what tips would you give to that person? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if I'm going from the aspect, like, if an artist is like, man, what beat should I rap on? I'm like, bro, what's some of the what kind of artists do you like that rap, right? Listen to some of the beats that they rap on. So that way you kind of get an idea of the kind of beats that you want to rap on. So if it's a DJ's like, man, like, I'm trying to DJ these type of parties and stuff like that, Like, what are some tips? Is it just like, do you like go to parties and see what other people are jamming to, or is it like, do you go based off of like just what's hot on the streams?
Nah, you really gotta look at the environment. You gotta go to wherever. If you are a college student, you gonna go to college parties. Mm-hmm. You have to see what they like, and you have to fit in the shit you fuck with into what they like. So if you already know what's hot songs, niggas jamming Baby, Gunna, The Baby, all them niggas, and you want to try to slip in some J. Cole into that shit, slip it into the middle, play a verse, and then mix it out. But that's when you see if they fucking with it or not.
Yeah. And I also see flips is like a thing too. Like, the more unique a flip is, like, either you take this old song lyrics and then put it over something new as far as beat-wise, or you take an old beat and you put a new song over that. I've been seeing that has been like a thing that I'm saying people, that's even just been their content. Like, check this flip.
There's a nigga, I know y'all probably seen it. There's a nigga that goes up to the stove and says 2 songs that shouldn't be together. And then he's like playing the song, but it's like on the eye of a stove or whatever. And he be like, damn, you vibing? That nigga is not a DJ. That nigga has like 70,000 followers. And he says, I just play music that I like, and motherfuckers send me music, pay me to go ahead and play their music on a reel, and that's that. I'm like, damn.
Wow.
I feel like I'm hustling backwards, bitch. I gotta walk to the stove and fucking play some shit. That's what I gotta do to get my followers up.
You gotta cook it up.
I think social media has kind of like bled a lot of things, and it's just made things different. Where other people who don't have the official skill sets can like still participate in music in different ways.
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you, man. There's been plenty of times where I just be like, damn, I must be trash. Like, I've been saying that shit plenty of times, and then I'll go and do a fucking gig, and motherfuckers be like, damn, man, that shit slid or whatever, and I'll be like, oh, I gotta be like, oh, I still got it. So now I got to just remind myself that, you like that, nigga. And just because you ain't got all the social media stardom and shit like that, shit gonna come, you never know who's watching, all of that cliche shit, yada, yada, yada. But, yeah, that shit, it be blurring lines because you be like, damn, I be doing all this shit. Like I said, you never know who's watching. Like, the shit that used to fuck me up, because motherfuckers be like, yo, let me get that playlist. And I used to be like, what you mean? Like, what'd you play? And I don't go off of a playlist. I go off of, like, the vibe, whatever I feel like playing at that moment. So I always thought I was DJing wrong. And then I heard Jazzy Jeff say the same thing. He was like, the thing that's great, he goes, I make some beautiful shit in the time where I'm playing. Like, I'm not restricted to playing the same thing all the time. He goes, but the shit that sucks is I can never recreate the shit. I just always have to make new shit. So I was like, oh, I'm doing the right thing. That's fucking Jazzy Jeff. That nigga a legend, you know what I'm saying? So I just felt good. So everybody just come up with your own style of what you're doing. Just don't fucking press buttons. Watch shit. Learn new tricks. Learn how to mix. Learn how to mix in key. And you'll be all right.